Hello and welcome to the final game of the final series today here at the ASUS ROG DreamLeague Season 3. I'm made of Pixel, I'm here with Draskell, and the draft has begun. So let's get ourselves into it. Vega Squadron versus Burden United, Game 2. Game 1, 22-minute GG, favouring the side of Vega. Are we going to see the same this game? They get the Mag Beastmaster yet again. Burden United, opening pick, Andy. Witch Doctor.
It's not a bad hero. I mean, I'm not saying that the opening first pick Witch Doctor is like a bad thing, but giving Dragon Knight and Beastmaster away, like your towers are just going to explode. That's the first thing that I'm really kind of thinking, because just between these two heroes, your push is already accounted for. And we've seen Mag time and time again. And I don't know if these stats are from this particular patch, but 8 and 4 on the Beastmaster, 66% win rate. Obviously great. Not quite as good as a Spirit Breaker, apparently, which maintains an 80% win rate, which is also very, very good. And Burden going with the second pick Phantom Lancer. So a hero who actually doesn't need as much time to get off the ground as you might think. He needs maybe like 1 or 2 really cost-effective items. Like a lot of people like Vlad's. Some people go drums into Diffusal Blade, and then that is just enough to fight. Right, so it's not like one of those heroes like Storm or Ember, for example, where we saw last game and we were like, maybe they won't have enough time to really get their items. Fortunately, Vega won anyway. But yeah, I think it could still work out pretty okay.
But even though it does come online quicker, I mean, if Vega go for a similar play style and momentum that they found in the first game, and 22 minutes in, they're forcing you into a GG position, is PL going to be able to do much in that time frame?
Well, maybe, maybe not. I mean, if you get to like level 8 or 9, that's when you have your max out Lance. You're still going to be doing a pretty reasonable amount of damage in the team fights. It just depends on how elusive can you be. Is there any other hero who's going to be going in with you, or are you going to be just sitting on the periphery throwing out Lances? Okay. It depends on how the early lane goes. Like, there's way too many variables to just say. But of course, if Vega managed to get their kind of steamroll going with their Chen, but of course it's banned in game 2. If they were able to get their hands on that 2 times in a row, I think I would have been a little bit more surprised. But Vega still looking pretty good with their opening 2 here. Just looking to see, I guess they're going to put the DK mid and then Beastmaster offlane again, as Mag had a pretty good book timing in the previous match, 20-minute book 3. I'm wondering if they'll run Ember again, actually.
It's not against the PL.
Yeah, it's not bad against PL. That's the main thing. Because in the early game, your Flame Guard deals with the illusions. And then in a later game, you have Battle Furies, and that's more than enough with a Sleight of Fist to clear them out. And the other team has already banned out Shaker. And yeah, they're going to pick a Disruptor again. So it does kind of
opening up for the Ember again.
It could be. And because of the fact that it's a Phantom Lancer, I think the potential for an aggressive tri-lane is a little bit lower than normal. I mean, they could still do it. Like, they could pick like some clowny like Coddle pick and then just try to de-push with that and then have Coddle, PL, Witch Doctor, tri-lane, which would still be very good. But I think if they're going to pick Ember, it would be either, well, probably would be last pick, I guess, if they were going to do that. I think they would pick their mid now.
Leshrak's going to be the choice for the side of Burden United, and we saw it earlier in the mid lane. Obviously, with PL already picked up, we expect that to be the safe lane core. I mean, could it be a Leshrak dual support with the Witch Doctor, or do you feel it's better in a core position with that combination?
I think it could be support, actually. But I also think that it could just as easily be core. Like, that's what the hero does, right? It's like with Leshrak and Witch Doctor together, if you have Maldict, which a lot of people are skilling nowadays, you can just throw out a Lightning, a Stun, a Cask, and the hero just dies. You know, it's a very potent combo, and that's not even including the Spirit Lance coming out from the PL. So if they wanted to run an aggro lane with those 3 heroes, I think it would be very, very strong. And now Vega, they're going to have to reveal another one of the heroes in that position, and it's going to be the Gyrocopter. And I think I said Vega were going to pick their mid. I don't know why I said that. I meant they were going to pick their core, because they already have DK, obviously, who's going to be going mid.
Okay, so the Gyrocopter, I guess, in a sense, does a similar job as the Ember Spirit in terms of clearing out the illusions in the latter portions of the game, and also is, I guess, good at kind of counteracting the team fight that they might look to go for with the Witch Doctor and Leshrak in terms of early aggression. You know, he can get the cooldown once he's hit 6 and stop the fight from going any further in the favor of Burden United. I mean, what are you thinking here with this pick? What's the thought behind it?
A Gyro is great against low armor heroes. Like Witch Doctor and Lesh are both very squishy in that they have low base armor and they have to build items to gain HP. So Gyrocopter Flat Cannon actually hurts a ton against these heroes in the early laning stage. So if they were even expecting a tri-lane to come out, then the gyro not only stops them from wanting to go aggro because it's going to be a range core farming versus a melee core, which is never good, and also means that the gyrocopter would be able to harass and CS simultaneously, and you also have another range support in the disruptor already, who is very good at being able to pull people out of position. So I think Burden will probably just go back to running the safe lane PL after having seen that. Like, that pick to me kind of just means that I don't think they would go aggro. It's just way too risky. And even if you put Mag in a 1v1, the guy had a 20-minute book in a lane that he wasn't supposed to win in the previous match. If you give him any better of a lane, there's always a possibility that he's just going to get more. And that's never a good thing when you're talking about Mag's Beastmaster. Like, you want to keep him down as much as you can.
Yeah, indeed, it was very impressive stuff in the first game. Fourth pick now for the side of Burden United. It's maybe going to reveal a little bit more what their intentions are, and especially in terms with the Leshrac. But I guess that's one of the strengths of drafting a Leshrac at this stage, is it's a very versatile hero, and it doesn't really give away too much of your game plan.
Yeah, it doesn't. There's a lot of heroes like that in Dota right now. Is you pick them really early, and it's like, what could they do? Beastmaster also kind of falls under that category, to a lesser extent, because he's mostly seen in an offlane position, but he can still be run mid. It's not impossible. And Enchantress now taken up here from Burden, so that does lead us to believe it's going to be a Core Leshrac now. And obviously, Core Leshrac has been shown to be very potent, as Illidan's run into the enemy team strategy worked out very well for VP. See if Burden can take a page out of their book. But I think with this draft, the Enchantress pick, it is kind of susceptible to getting blown up. Like Gyrocopter, DK, Wild Axes, Disruptor ulti. They have a lot of things that they can use to just like pop that hero. But if you're looking for something like Chen that just adds a little bit to the control of the early laning phase to allow the PL to get his farm, or to allow, I guess, what could be a mid-lesh, I'm guessing, right? Because it's going to have to be safe lane PL.
In the first game, yeah.
Yeah, it's going to have to be safe lane PL, Witch Doctor, Ench, and then Lesh mid, and then off lane last for Burden.
10 seconds remaining.
We're not going to see a Slash's way off lane Enchantress.
Not against these heroes, no.
5 seconds remaining.
Like, Disruptor and Gyro both have good magic harass, so the untouchable thing doesn't really work. But if you had, for example, like any safe laner that has to right-click, like even Witch Doctor, if the Enchantress is on the other team, of course, then untouchable becomes very good, because you have to right-click to harass, whereas Gyrocopter just walks up next to you and gives you the rat-a-tat-tat, and you just lose all your HP. And untouchable doesn't do anything against that.
Well, indeed. And final pick for the side of Vega Squadron. They do still need that second support here for the side, if it is going to be that core Gyrocopter, which we do assume it to be. I mean, any kind of supports come to mind that would be very nice in terms of picking up against Burden's lineup?
I thought Rubik would be great, but Burden banned it, so there goes that idea. Yeah, Bounty Hunter, though, going to be the choice. I think it was only because of the Ench pick that they decided to go Bounty.
Okay, so they just send him into the jungle just to harass the Enchantress in the other game.
It's really the only thing that he needs to do. Just make sure that he keeps an eye on the Enchantress and knows where she's going to be ganking. Just soak the experience from her if she decides to give up and just start farming. There's just so much you can do to a jungle hero as Bounty. And the thing is, the other support is just a Witch Doctor. So it's not even like a high damage dealing, scary zoning support. It's just a guy who's going to throw a freaking nickel at you every time he sees you, and it's not really that menacing.
5 seconds
But
remaining.
also forces the supports of Burden to buy detection, and they pick Prophet into this. Interesting.
Against a Bounty Hunter.
Against Beastmaster, Disruptor, Bounty, you pick Prophet? Like, I'm not going to question it.
Is it bold or is it stupid, Andy?
It's bold.
It's bold. We'll go with bold.
We'll go with bold.
Benefit of the doubt. Paris, indeed, and it'll be on that off-lane Prophet. Dealing up with what we imagine to be 9 Pasha, of course, and Seam of the Slayer, so the Gyro Disruptor combination. But we're into the game, so let's give you a little bit of a lowdown on who's picking up who as we end up in the final game of today between Burden United and Vega, the second game of this second series here at the ASUS ROG DreamLeague. On the side of Vega, it's going to be 9 Pasha on that safe lane Gyrocopter. It will be no one on the mid lane DK, Seam of the Slayer on the support Disruptor. We're going to see Solo at the moment head off into the opponent's jungle, looking to ward it up, and Mag will be on his off-lane Beastmaster yet again. Draskell, what are we seeing from Burden United this game?
Sing, he's going to be handling his Phantom Lancer. Come with me. He's going to be playing on the Enchantress behind him. Necroman on the middle, Leshrac. Minut's going to be playing Witch Doctor, and then the last is going to be the off-lane Nature's Prophet, starting out Boots. We see Solo scouting out as well inside of the enemy woods, and he'll get a good idea of what's going to be going down here for Vega.
He will do indeed, and I mean, in terms of the
14
draft, as you were saying, it's always worth noting that it is the Sing Sing PL, and he has a ridiculous win rate on the hero. I believe it's something over 80% in competitive, so that is something that you've got to always be scared about, and I guess for that reason as well, Vega, they're definitely going to look to do what they're best at and shut this game down sooner than later.
I think they're going to have a really hard time for Burden. I mean, the thing with Prophet and Leshrac and Enchantress and Witch Doctor is they're all paper heroes. Like, all of these things just explode to any sort of damage output. The Enchantress has untouchable, sure, but between like Wild Axes, Breathe Fire, Gyrocopter damage, Disruptor, Bounty Hunter Shuriken now hitting for 225 at level 2. Like, there's so much burst. Like, these heroes are they're gonna pop. That's my biggest concern.
Well, you see, coming with me, obviously going to be in the jungle on the Enchantress, heading straight off with a sentry and a couple of dusts, so he's ready to deal with the bounty.
He knows what's coming.
But even if you dust him and see him, you're not killing him, are you?
No, probably not. He starts with boots. He even blocks the camp as it spawns, so Come With Me has a pretty good idea of what's going on, and the other ward blocks his camp on top of that, and he's already getting harassed. Now, middle lane is going well, as Necroman has forced the DK back and done a pretty good amount of damage, actually, just in that first creep wave, but the DK does manage to secure his bottle, so he'll be fine. Biggest question is, what can this Enchantress get done with the Bounty Hunter on top of her the whole game?
There we go, there's your
Oh
first
god, he
sentry.
misses D-Ward. Oh god, that's so painful.
Look at Solo go, a few slashes and...
Like, here's the thing,
Tough
right?
enough.
For people who might not understand why this is so good, is the Enchantress in the early game has a much higher probability of having a big impact because of the creeps. Like, we saw what Chen did in game number 1. Enchantress can do a very similar thing, but because the Bounty Hunter is following her around, and all Solo really needs to do is stop her from doing anything in the early game, he will gladly sacrifice his own experience to make sure that Come With Me does not have a good start. That's all he needs to do.
I mean, look at this.
He's almost dead.
I think this is first blood.
What? That auto attack? Are you kidding me?
I thought they stopped it when he went out of 350 range, but he must have just been within it. First
right.
blood goes to Solo. Shutting down the Enchantress and Come With Me is ace. I mean, it's definitely one of those positions that's got to be so infuriating.
If I was him, I probably would have just left the game after that auto attack. Like, that was ridiculous. I didn't even think the auto attack was possible. Come With Me breaking, or excuse me, Solo breaking the boundaries of auto attack distance.
Oh, did you not read the line in the 6.84C patch notes where they changed Bounty Hunter to range, Draskell?
Well, he has shurikens. I guess he can just throw them, even though he's level 1 and doesn't have the skill.
Top lane, this might be another kill for Vega. They've been able to cleanse back. Perhaps will look for the TP and he will be able to get himself
That creep
out.
saved him. That one
Tanking
radiant
up the
melee
barrage
creep.
there.
Yeah, was very lucky. Baby rage.
Here we go, Solo. He's ready for round 2. Back to find off the Enchantress.
Man, it really sucks to Come With Me misses D-Ward as well. That hurts a lot, because they had already used one D-Ward bottom. They actually missed them both. So there's 2 wards down from Vega near bottom, and neither one of them got D-Warded. Oh god, 0 for 2.
And talking about the bottom lane, looking at Mag up against Sing Sing at the moment. Sing Sing's finding a lot of farm, 14 for 7. Mag arguably having a little bit of a harder time in this lane than he was in the first game.
Yeah, he's still level 3 though. Like 3.5 at 3 minutes is not too bad. I don't think he cares so much about what he gets in terms of farm out of the lane, as long as he's not being zoned out. And I mean, you can see...
Oh, is he trapped here? Oh no, he's got a tango. He's all right, boys. Well, I say he's all right. They chase him down with the Orb of Venom.
But who can help him? That's the thing. Like, the Witch Doctor can't leave the lane, because if he does, then that means Mag's going to start farming. So Burden are basically having to sacrifice either the Mag Beastmaster gets farm, or Enchantress just has a terrible time. Those are pretty much your only 2 options. Now, there is a smoke on Come With Me. He's going to try to make his first rotation of the game. He's got the Centaur creep, which is, it's okay, not great. If Necroman can land a lightning into a stun, then they should be able to kill no one here in this middle lane.
Good to see no one just head down to the bottom lane. My nuts. Take a lot of damage from Mag and Solo, and they'll finally kill the Maledict. Is on Mag and Solo. Looks like Mag will definitely pop. Solo is going to be okay for the time being. So it's just a 1-for-1 trade there. But the fact that obviously PL, Sing Sing, being able to find the kill himself onto the offlaner, it makes it preferential for the side of Bird in that one.
That was, I think, maybe a little bit greedy to Lance for the kill, because the last Maledict would have for sure taken him down, and he could have gotten some extra damage out on the other hero, but still, I think they'll be okay with that. So here comes Come with me. Should be a kill.
Oh, it should be indeed, with the troll trap setting up that stun. Even Paris TP's in for a bit of the glory there. They'll find themselves a kill, and things looking up for Bird United as they're able to begin to pressure this mid-tier one.
Oh, this Furion's going Earn. Interesting. I don't think I've seen that in a while. And by then a while, I mean never. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just like, I've actually never seen a Prophet go for Earn. That just means they want to be that much more aggressive, I guess.
I was going to say, you're going to need to cancel that TP. Necroman was looking for the stun, and the TP will be cancelled. No, that's the tower down, and Paris able to get himself a little bit more money in his pocket as he claims the last hit on the Nature's Prophet.
Things not looking too bad right now for Burden, considering Come With Me's little Benny Hill chase in the woods. And they're both level 3 still. I just think that for now, Come With Me still has a little bit more work to do to try to recover his game. Getting the gank on the DK into a tier 1 tower is huge. Like, that's the kind of impact you want out of your jungle hero.
Ooh, they go for the gank here, but the troll summoner actually just faded away just as they were closing the gaps. There isn't going to be the troll trap set up. Bottom lane, My Nuts will go down. Sing Sing trying to find the return kill on Solo. Maledict is on him, and this aggressive Witch Doctor build where he puts the extra points into Maledict, paying off here as they do get the kill in return. And mid lane, Dragon Knight falls as well, so another 2 favourable kills there for Burden United.
Yeah, I'm not sure if they want to continue trading like they are in bottom lane. It doesn't really seem to be working that well for them. If anything, I think you want to just pressure the PL so he has to back off instead of being able to just auto-attack and spam lances the entire time. But still, I think once the Bounty Hunter hits level 6, maybe they can start making more favorable skirmishes, because right now he's only level 3. I think they're going to have to start rotating out here, and that DK has not had a good time at all. Like, he's 24 CS right now, but he's like 0-2. He's done really nothing in this lane. So once he gets 6, or once he gets his dragon form back up, I should say, maybe they can pressure.
Oh, that haste is going to go to
Wait,
Solo.
did he just walk past it?
I think he was going to leave it for Lesh. He was going to leave it for Lesh. Solo wants to go for this kill. 9 Pasha coming in as well. Can the Leshrac stop this one? He throws down the lightning, but that's not going to stop a hasted bounty. We're in the center.
He can't go
by
up the
Pasha.
hill.
Oh, the heal isn't enough to keep him alive. He will go down. Solo gets slow, but the glimpse there bringing Leshrac away. Cooldown will connect onto Necroman. The slows there. Solo with the wraparound will be able to pick up that kill as well, as they do find 2 there. Leshrac and Enchantress going down, and maybe Paris. He just walks in. Paris? Okay, he's got the sprout. Okay, turns into Trinity straight away, which will free up Solo, and that's a double kill there for the Bounty Hunter. Thanks, Paris.
Okay, cancels the TP, doesn't get hit by the Centaur Stomp.
He's got an Urn and he's got
What
a
is
miss.
going on?
So, the idea behind that Nature's Prophet rotation, explain to me, Draskell.
That was about the Jonas level Nature's Prophet that we saw in the first game of NIP. That was questionable. But he got his Urn off on Solo, so I guess that was good, right? No, obviously I'm being a little bit mean, but still. Yeah, that TP was questionable by Sakshika. Usually a guy who whenever you see him, he plays very well. So every once in a while, you just make a little bit of a silly move. Maybe he thought that there was going to be somebody else coming in, but yeah, they give away a couple of kills. Mag.
And he's straight in, and with 3 of them now. Oh, we're going to roar onto Miners. Now the TP in from no one. They're able to pick off the kill onto Witch Doctor. They do lose Mag. Can they find Paris here as well? Vega, they're actually looking for Sing Sing as Solo chases this one down. They've got the Dragon Tail holding him in position. Sing Sing getting low. Will drop here. Looks like Paris will die as well. It's a 3-for-1 trade there. Burden United going aggressive, but giving a double kill to the Dragon Knight. Killing spree to the Bounty Hunter, and bringing him very close to picking up that level 6. And these engagements, as bad as they are now for Burden United, they've got to make sure they don't continue to happen, because Necroman is got out in the static storm. Minus is there with a Voodoo Restoration to Cask as well, but Necroman, he's already dead. Come With Me's rotated in, pops the dust, they've revealed Solo. Come With Me's trying to chase down Seema. Minus is going for Solo here. Seema duking it out here into the sidelines, pops down a kinetic field, will be able to duke himself away from that one. No, he won't. Nature's Prophet finds him there with the Nature's Wrath. Mag coming in. There's a Dragon Tail onto Miner. Sing Sing, Spirit Lancing onto the DK. Paris also down. Solo's trying to get a final hit. Will get it in slow motion on to Come With Me through the Untouchable. Final lance from Sing Sing does pick off the DK. Now Solo heading towards Sing Sing. There's going to be a cooldown here from 9 Pashas. He's now joined the fight. Sing Sing has been tracked up the Shurikens as well. And these are the fights you don't want to be losing when there's track gold going to the side of Vega. But it looks like Burden United, they're doing okay. They're being able to force back the Mag and Solo combination here. Solo contemplating going back in. Zatar throws out his purple balls, and Solo getting a bit low here. Mag trying to get on the Raw, but a lovely stun. You need to back up because the Raw's still there, Necroman. There's your Raw into the kinetic field. That's more track gold here for the side of Vega as Necroman gets low and will pop to Solo as he finds himself a mega kill streak, 14-8. And yeah, these engagements, the way it kind of look kind of even, there's track gold. And track gold is, it adds up.
Yeah.
Oh, and now my nuts. My nuts. I don't know who put him there. But
he is dead.
He's gonna live for a little bit.
Oh, he doesn't have mana to shuriken. Oh, wait, never mind. Apparently, I gotta get whatever mod Solo has for making his auto attack range like 300 no matter where he is. It's pretty impressive actually. He attacked through a tree. Like what? All right, whatever.
He's got a lot of money now as well, and he's going for the Dagon build.
Yeah, he's rich. He is extremely rich.
Track gold, top of the net worth board, this bounty hunter, 4.7k gold, mid lane, come with me, Necroman and Sing Sing, they've found the DK, looks like they'll be able to bring him down, he's fairly tanky, not tanky enough, they will blow him up and Sing Sing able to find the gold there from that kill.
So, the laning phase in this patch, from what I've seen, does not really seem to exist anymore.
It's true.
It's just kind of like, somebody starts a fight, and then everyone just piles on, and then you just continue fighting until the game's done.
Sing Sing, he's been glimpsed, he's been tracked, he's been static stormed, he will try and walk out, but he's not going to be able to get himself out of that, and that's more
Solo is
gold.
50 gold away from Dagon. I find it interesting that he has actually opted to not max out his shuriken toss first. Like he
Come with me.
called out.
There's going to be the cooldown, Rocket Barrage as well, the Nature's Attendants topping him up, Nine Pasha thinking about chasing down, a TP was contemplated by Paris, but he won't follow it through as Nine Pasha doesn't want to chase down the Enchantress. It looks like they will lose top tier 1 here, but United Necroman able to claim that one with the help of Paris.
Dagon now complete here on the bounty. One more level and I'll have maxed out shuriken toss and level 1 Dagon at just 11 minutes into the game. Basically what that means is come with me is going to have a bad time. That's what it means. Because he's got 700 health with strength treads. The Leshrac has 700 health. The Furion, he has 900 actually, that's not too bad.
Witch Doctor, 600 health.
Witch Doctor, 600. The bounty is actually just going to one-shot them. Wait for it. Dan it.
Here we go.
Dan it.
Oh, come with me.
Dan it, dan it, dan it, dan it.
Oh.
No, actually, I don't think he can kill
Does
him.
he want it? Nice.
If he sees the Witch Doctor, he can kill him.
Paris.
Rip.
Rip.
Radiant's bottom tower.
I mean, there's really only so much you can say. Like, the fact that the bounty hunter has this much farm is just a total disaster for Burden. Like, Solo spent the entire beginning of the game walking around, making come with me like crap, and yeah, Necroman's gonna get picked off as well. It just seems like Vega are one step ahead. I really think that Burden's draft is a little bit weaker in this game than it was in the previous match.
Come with me. He's not gonna live for very long, Andy. He's not living. He's dead.
That wasn't even a max rank shuriken. Like, he would have died instantly had it been max rank.
I mean, let's have a look at the graph. Weapons show us the damage. 12.5 minutes in, what are we coming up to? Net worth, it's coming up to 7.5k, so it was slow starting, and maybe they'll find Nine Pasha here as Sing Sing. He's got the backup of Paris. Nine Pasha will drop the cooldown, trying to get himself out, but the Doppelganger dodges there. Minus is there with the rotation. They will be able to bring down the Gyrocopter. As,
oh, he wants that Witch Doctor so bad. I can feel it in his bones. I play Bounty Hunter a lot. I know that feeling when you see a hero that you're just like, oh, I can just instantly kill him.
He's going to have the Invis gun in a few seconds.
Come on, do it,
So
Solo,
now we
do
go.
it.
The old 1-2. Oh, 1-2. Throw down the track. There's your Dagon. That's the kill. And he sneaks off again.
All right, now, the real question is, does he upgrade his Dagon, or does he buy something else? Because I think upgrading the Dagon in this game is... Oh, he's going to go for a twofer. Wait, does he have the mana?
Mid lane.
No,
mid
he doesn't
lane,
have Dagon
mid lane.
cooldown.
Necroman, he's getting caught out. Necroman, he's getting brought down. He's dead. Sing Sing, he's trying to find Mag, but the kinetic field holding back Sing Sing. Will doppelganger forward, will find the kill onto Mag. Now maybe looking for more, but Nine Pasha coming through, clearing out the illusions here with the Rocket Barrage. They know which one's the real Sing Sing. DK trying to get in position here for the Dragon Tail. The cooldown will slow down Sing Sing, and Sing Sing actually backs up, takes his Dragon Tail to the face. And I don't know what the plan was there, but it didn't work out. There'll be a paralyzing cast between the Jaro and DK, but Jaro just runs away from the Death Ward. The Maledict will tick him down a little bit.
I think he's gonna die, actually.
Actually, I'll say a little bit, a lot of it.
Oh, no, it'll be okay.
These are right.
Close.
Just, only just.
Yeah, 60 HP. I don't know, man. It's getting kind of out of hand here. It is going to be the Dagon upgrade for Bounty. Now level 2 Dagon, max rank Shuriken toss. Any hero that's pretty much not Prophet or Sing just dies.
It's not ideal for Burden United.
No, not at all. And the other thing too is the Dagon build is even more effective because Burden, they have a Prophet. They don't really want to necessarily be grouped up all the time. Like fighting 5 versus 5 is not efficient in any way for them. Like, they want to be able to rat, but against the Bounty, like you can't. Like even Sakshka gets very low from this.
Oh, no, I can feel it now.
Oh, he didn't track though.
He didn't track.
No, he didn't track.
Report, please. So, what's the plan here for Burden?
Good question.
Do they know?
I mean, nobody on their team really has anything yet. Like, they need Sing to get Diffusal. That's like step 1, I guess. Get Diffusal on Sing. But when he gets that, his team fight potential is going to go through the roof, or at least his damage will. And maybe that'll be enough to force Vega back a bit. I don't know. It really seems like this draft for me, like on Burden side, didn't seem that strong in the first place. Like the last pick Prophet to me didn't really fit. Like I get the Enchantress because you want to try to control the early game, that's fine. And even Come With Me managed to recover his game a bit by ganking mid and getting that tier 1 tower. I was like, all right, that was a really good move, you know, make the best of a bad situation. But the Furion, like even though he's farming well, it just doesn't add really a whole lot.
Bottom tower is under attack.
It makes their laning phase extremely weak. Like they had a one like Witch Doctor support who just couldn't do anything. Like he was just trying to sit bottom and zone out Mag. Like, I don't know. Free Roshan now for Vega.
Roshan has fallen to the dire.
And mid lane. Gonna be a cooldown on to Come With Me. The missile chasing through as well. It'll pop out the Nature's Attendant. Voodoo Restoration is there as well from Minuts. The TP's coming in as well, but the Glimpse onto Minus. He's been tracked up as well. The Witch Doctor will fall. More gold under the pockets of Vega. And now they look to take the tier 1 here, and Burden United, they're not in a shape to contest this or fight it in any shape or form. So they'll look for action elsewhere. We see on the top lane, Sing Sing and Necroman trying to get a bit of momentum going their own way, and it looks like they will be able to find this tier 2 from the top lane. So.
Yeah, getting something at least. It's not too bad. Tower-wise, the teams are actually dead even. They have the same, well, no, excuse me, Burden are ahead by 1 tower. So that's actually good for them, because the more space they have, the more that the Furion can actually do for them. Just depends on how much more farm this Bounty Hunter actually gets. Because between the track and the glimpse combination, anytime anyone's ever a little bit out of position, they're just dead. Because they get glimpse back, they get dagoned, shurikened, you know, the whole 9. And you can't really do a whole lot of ratting against that.
Radiant's middle tower.
Yeah, I mean, I think you touched upon it there. Just the vision advantage they've got with the combination of the Beastmaster Hawk, allowing them to get the tracks out, and then the tracks setting up the glimpses. It's you literally have to think twice before getting within a certain few feet of the side of Vega, because they'll just capitalize on that and they'll just kill you.
Yeah, if you're in vision, you're dead. That's pretty much how it works. Like 1800 range glimpse,
Necroman.
into dead. He can actually just kill him. Oh, he has vision.
They do have the sentry, and well, this is working out very nicely. And well,
That's a godlike.
that is a big kill for Necroman. They're a lot of money, 960 bonus gold after that streak. So, well, that is obviously the weakness of a bounty hunter. If you've got vision, your invisibility is not going to be too great.
Well, if they have vision and you're by yourself, and there's 3 or 4 members of the enemy team there, then yeah, you're in trouble. But yeah, I think that death is pretty important, because now Burden walking down middle lane. They're going to be able to push into this tower.
Yeah, and that push is pretty good as well, of course, with the Nature's Prophet.
Yeah, he's gone for the straight-up book, so... Well, the earn book build. Necroman.
Glimpse and Promo worth throwing down on him. In comes Solo, trying to get the tracks out. Mag getting caught out in the middle of it, but there's a cooldown and a Static Storm onto Sing Sing. Sing Sing getting low. Will he be able to doppelganger? Yes, he will get the doppelganger off up to the high ground. He tries to TP out, and it looks like he will get away, but they've lost 2, and the side of Faker, they lose 1.
They just ignored Necroman. They literally just all ran past him, and he just casually walked back 2 feet and TP'd out after killing the tier 2. I don't understand. Like, that's a core. You don't just ignore a core hero. I'm actually so confused.
Well, 26 to 13. It's, I mean, it's definitely, I just really feel that the PL, it's a Sing Sing PL, and Burden United, they could still very well take this game. It's
it's going to be tough, but they can.
Solo. Is he going to be able to find anything here? There's your glimpse. bringing Leshrac back into the kinetic field. There's your Dagon burst damage. Seema the Slayer getting low. Maybe they'll finally kill on Seema. It looks like Solo's bailed on this one. He says, we're not going for that, mate. And, oh, Disruptor will die.
I think maybe they didn't realize how much more health he has now, because he bought the Vitality booster, and he also has, well, actually now he has a full soul booster. So 1,400 health with his Strength Treads. Not quite as easy to burst as he used to be. But now, Solo, he's level 11. He's got the level 2 track. So the bonus gold ferment is going to be pretty nuts if they continue to find these kills. And I guess the most, not necessarily underperforming, but the unsung hero right now is the Dragon Knight, who now has BKB. And he's got Aegis on top of that. And that's going to be the way they go high ground with the Beastmaster. Is like DK Beastmaster is like, boom. Book 3, 20 minutes in, again. Mag just always on point with his offlane.
Let's see if he's able to do a repeat of what he was able to achieve last game. Missile coming in onto Paris. They will be able to take it down as Necroman comes through for the last hit, but they've lost the tier 2 here on the bottom lane. Track's getting thrown out by the Bounty Hunter, forcing Bird United up to the high ground. And Vega still obviously having the map dominance, but it's definitely a lot closer than game 1 was. And Bird United, regardless of the fact that Vega do have the track gold, you look at the individual heroes' net worths, and they're not actually that far behind the side of Vega.
It's really the supports that are the problem. Like the Disruptor has 5,000 net worth, and the Witch Doctor has less than 2k net worth. So most of the gold differential comes between how much money those position 4 and 5s actually do have. Because this Disruptor is fat, man. Like, he's level 11. He's got arcane boots. He's got a point booster, a medallion. He's living the dream. Dire's Courier gets picked off there. Unfortunate. But this PL actually has Diffusal now, I think, on the Courier. And he's got haste. But can they make anything happen? That's the question.
The 4 heroes on the side of Burden United towards the mid lane. Paris TPing in aggressively. He's going to be able to set it up on Seema, who does get a glimpse off, but with Sing Sing here, there's no way you're surviving. Disruptor will go down. And indeed, as you were saying, the Diffusal now is Sing allowing him to fight. They do lose the top tier 1 meanwhile, and maybe the tier 2 as well, as no one and Pasha are ready to continue to push this one down. Burden United, they've smoked up, and they're going to TP back and maybe see if they can get kind of a wraparound here onto the side of Vega. And, well, it's going to be Paris coming in for the sidelines. He's found no one. Sprouts him. Is that?
I don't know.
Okay. Well, Vega will BKB and TP out the self-sprout there. An interesting maneuver.
Maybe he was expecting there were more people there.
Okay.
Because if you look at the vision right now on Burden, they only have 1 ward, and it was just placed now.
Yeah.
So playing on a blind map, I could totally see seeing 1 hero and just being like, maybe I should sprout myself, just in case. Because if you get Dragon Tail and there's more there, you could die. But it was funny because the way that you reacted, I was just like, But still.
It was just there was a wraparound coming around with the rest of the team. I was like, oh, they're going to go for DK, but yeah, as you said, it makes sense. He was playing safely.
Yeah. Sometimes it's easy for like our perspective to ask why somebody does something, but we can't see what the players see.
Andy.
We're not the pros. Although you guys would have placed second in the TI qualifiers.
We would have placed second in the TI qualifier.
Yeah.
And I'll never forget that.
You had your time in the limelight. That's all that matters.
Next year, though, Andy, we'll be up there.
TI 6, here we come.
Top lane, they're going very aggressive here, Buddy United. Look how far forward Sing Sing is. He's going to get caught out here by Seema, but Seema's on his own. There isn't really any follow-up, and looks like they'll just turn and kill the Disruptor. I mean, it was a nice setup from Seema, but there literally was no one else around. Now comes the rest of the side of Vega. The ping's coming out, Sing Sing. There'll be a roar onto Necroman. They want to try and focus him down first with the Necro units, but the Nature's Attendants topping him up. There's going to be a cooldown onto Sing Sing, who doppelganged up to the cliff. He gets blown down. Come With Me will TP out from the sidelines, but they find the Dragon Tail. Of course, they've got the vision from the track. They'll bring down Come With Me as well. So even though the Disruptor dies and it didn't look like the ideal setup, it was a next level setup. He was setting it up for when he was dead.
Tactical.
It was a tactical death.
Yeah, it's
and
the
it really
tactic
paid
feed.
off. I mean, 2 cores and that's a big trade there for Vega.
Yeah, the overall net worth was roughly like 2,300 gold in favor of Vega, and they also got quite a bit of experience from it as well. Or actually, it was closer to 3k, I guess. So the swing in general was very, very good. And the other thing, too, we haven't really mentioned too much is because there's been so much fighting. Pasha's farm is insane. Like, he's got 186 CS in a 23-minute game. He's got BKB, SNY, Drums, FaZe, Aquila. Like, he is a monster right now. And the nice thing, yeah, he's going to get it. He's going to get it good.
bottom tower has
Oh.
fallen.
Oh, he's giving him a little bit of a rundown here.
Wait,
oh,
what?
Solo.
Oh, he has blink. He has blink. He has
Top
blink.
tower has
Okay,
fallen.
okay. Oh, the battle of the urns here.
Oh, well. He didn't want to go back in.
He
Okay.
didn't quite get it there. Hey, maybe he goes back in now.
Well, he's got book on cooldown, but he walked into a sentry.
Solo.
He's still on his blink. Why didn't you blink? Now you're dead.
Solo does get caught out there. We're at our final track, but I mean, I guess obviously the bounty hunter does fall off in a sense, especially when you go Dagon build. But still 24 minutes and you're still relevant. You just got to be a little bit careful where you wander.
Yeah, I think as soon as he walked to the left and he was in detection, I thought he would just blink up. But he kept running towards the enemy base. But I mean, it doesn't really matter. Maybe he still would have died. I don't know if Come With Me would have been in range to dust him if he blinked before the cast hit him, but still. He's done all he needs to do. That's the most important part. Like, he's 13, 3, and 6. So even though he gave away a godlike streak by doing pretty much exactly what we saw there, just being a little bit too over-aggressive, you want your bounty hunter to be on the other side of the map all the time. Like, even if he dies every once in a while, it's better for him to be getting the vision of the enemy heroes and just to ensure that you know what's going down all the time. That's the main purpose of the bounty.
Oh, we're going to see them potentially go for Roshan here as Roshan is back up. Vega heads straight to the pit. And with the ultimate from DK, they should be able to take this one down fairly quickly. But United not really looking to contest. Sing Sing still trying to find his farm here on the PL. And what's he got on top of the diffuser now? He's picked up the Blade of Alacrity and has enough to finish off that Yasha if he wants to work his way towards that Manta Starland. Himself and Parrish just heading up to the top lane again. Maybe wanting to look to try and push that forward. And Bloodstone pretty much complete here for Necroman. Roshan goes down though to the side of Vega. 9 Pash on the jar will be able to claim himself that Aegis. Maybe going to look for some action down bottom as they make a beeline straight for Mind Nuts. Dragon Tail to the Witch Doctor, Blink Forward from Mag. He'll find the Ron to Necroman. They'll bring down the Witch Doctor. They'll get Necroman on the Leshrac as well. As 2 quick and easy pickoffs there for Vega, and neither of these heroes have buyback available for this high ground defense.
Yeah, there's going to be some serious damage onto the tier 3s, I think. Where is the Dragon Knight?
They're trying to force the back here. Sing Sing was going aggressive onto their tier 3. So there's going to be able to find the track. Sing Sing trying to get himself back. Will get glimpsed back, but the Doppelganger timing is there. And will continue to get himself away. Meanwhile, 9 Pasha found himself a kill onto the Enchantress. Paris TPing in. Now he TPs himself out. He's not going to be able to TP fast enough. He goes down. It's only Sing Sing remaining alive here on the side of Burden United. The Doppelganger himself to low ground. Will TP out and brings him low there with a Breathe Fire, but does manage to escape.
Unfortunately, Solo still had like 3 seconds left on his blink when he was walking towards the tree line. And since he doppelgangered over the cliff into trees, there was no vision of the low ground. So the Breathe Fire was just a guess at where he was, and they obviously didn't have vision to Dagon. But still, Burden in a really rough spot here. The rest of Vega kind of converging towards middle lane. And I think it's only a matter of time before they're able to crack base. The DK's Elder Dragon form is almost up again, and he's level 16. So he's going to have that Scotty.
Mag again with the roar onto your Leshrac, and with that Dagon just blows up. Minus will throw down the Death Ward, doing a fair bit to 9 Pasha. 9 Pasha might go down, but he does of course have the Aegis. They bring down the Witch Doctor. Gyro's back up for round 2. Clears out the creep wave here with the Flat Cannon. Nature's Wrath flies through, bringing Solo fairly low. Oh, there's your Impetus coming through. Not quite enough damage. That is with the Aegis, but I guess at level 11. Not got that 3rd level yet. It's not as impressive as it can be. And here comes the push with the Elder Dragon form and the Necro units onto the high ground. Sing Sing sending out illusions, trying to do his best to stop this push, but there's going to be a Dragon Tail onto the Enchantress. Solo maybe thinking about getting in position. He has got that Dagon available to try and blow down the Ench, and there we go, blinks forward. Dagon's the Enchantress. No one might fall here though. The tower hit flying through. Cooldown will get dropped by 9 Passion, but they have lost the Dragon Knight after that push. And Solo might be going down here as well with the Necro units, with the True Sight. They're chasing him down. They get the Urn of the Maledict onto him. He will pop. They do bring down both the Bounty Hunter and the DK with this defense. Gyrocopter picked himself up a Butterfly. Beastmaster now with the Boots to Travel. But the side of Burden United, they might look to try and get a bit of momentum going back their way with this push down the mid lane potentially.
I don't know what they're going to be able to do though. Like, they had to use Book already to kill the Bounty Hunter in the first place, and it's only going to be up for another, what, 10 seconds? They're not going to be able to go high ground, like no chance. They might do a little bit of damage, but then they'll just immediately back up, and they might not even get that far. I don't know. This seems like, for crying out loud, this Disruptor has Aghanims. Like, Aghanim's Disruptor before 30 minutes. as a position 4, I mean, what do you do when the supports on the other team have that much gold? Like, your Witch Doctor has treads, 2 bracers, and a bunch of wards. Like, that's all he's been able to afford. Like, the net worth difference between the supports is 4.3k. Like, that's massive. That's more than double the net worth of the hero of Witch Doctor in general.
And so, as we see there from the graphs as well, it's around a 20,000 advantage in terms of XP and gold for the side of Vega. So, if Burden United are to pull this one back, they've got a lot to do. Sing Sing, he's found himself the Manta Star now, so he's going to be that little bit more elusive in terms of Vega trying to bring him down. And of course, if they are able to keep this game going, there is going to be a point where the Phantom Lancer arguably is going to get quite out of control, but there's still a fair bit of time needed for that to happen. And Vega, you know, as the team as we know them, they're not really the kind of team to let you have any time and space to get that farm up on your course.
Nah, especially when you have a Beastmaster and a Bounty Hunter, both of which are great at abusing the entire map. Like, when you have all the outer tier towers down, that's when these 2 heroes are the strongest at keeping the enemy team inside of their base. Now, to Burden's advantage, they actually have been very good about their warding. They just had sentries and wards everywhere. So whenever Solo is in their woods, they always know where he is. And of course, they can spot out Beastmaster Hawks a bit easier as well. But as time goes on, it's going to be harder and harder to fight outside of the base if you're Burden. And then once you lose like a set of racks, suddenly the game just becomes a nightmare, because one lane is constantly pushing in. Then if you leave, you have to worry about Solo possibly ganking you with his freaking Dagon 5 Blink Dagger build. He's also got an Urn as well. The Beastmaster has Boots of Travel and a Hawk to TP to. There's just a lot that you have to worry about.
And that's your Assault Cuirass now, complete on the DK as well. So the next push when it comes in from Vega is going to be incredibly scary. And to add on top of that, he's also got a double damage rune bottled up for it.
Yeah, I don't know how they're going to even kill that hero. Like, BKBs make the Diffusal PL not so scary. Like, you have Flat Cannon to clear out the illusions. You also have Elder Dragon Form, which is an AoE. And because of the fact that they have Inner Beast and Necro Book 3 as well, Static Storm, like, there's actually a lot of AoE to kill him. So if he ever gets caught.
Smoke up here. Sing Sing's is dispelled straight away by the Invis Bounty Hunter. Bounty Hunter blinks away. They'll drop a Sentry Horde Burden United, but Solo is well and truly out of then. And he is going to know that the entirety, well, bar the Nature's Prophet, are all on the top lane. So it is safe for the rest of Vega to continue these pushes out in the mid lane and the bottom lane. And it's going to be a question of who can force who back first.
I'm pretty sure that Vega push way faster than Burden. Like, not even close, actually. If you look at the item progression, Pasha has a full item up on Sing. Like, just a full butterfly worth of net worth on the hero.
There we go. And, oh, interesting to bring that up as well. No one, apart from the Nature's Prophet, has money available for buyback here on this fight. And this could be big. If Vega find the pickoffs, or at the same time if Burden find the pickoffs, this fight could certainly turn the game. Burden United looking to lead in here. They've all been tracked up though, so that's going to make the side of Vega fairly speedy. There was a nip inside and outside of the fighting zone. Now your glimpses onto Paris, Dragon Tail as well with the Dagon. They're bringing him down low. BKB's popped by Dragon Knight. They'll be able to bring down the Nature's Prophet, but of course he is the one hero who does have buyback available. Death Ward is dropped by Minuts, trying to force back the side of Vega. Cooldown will drop down onto Sing Sing and Minuts. A blink forward from Mac. They found Sing Sing. Is the follow up there as well. They've got the track. They've got the homing missile flying through as well. The Static Storm stopping him from being able to doppelganger. He's trying to get himself out. Will get out. Will doppelganger. But Necroman goes down. He's dead. Pasha on a mega kill streak. Come With Me has to back up. Come With Me has been able to kill the Dragon Knight. They've also lost the Disruptor here on the side of Vega. And now Vega, they're actually turning to run away from this one. Paris, he's trying to chase them down. There's TP's coming in as well from the rest of the side. He'll pop down the Sprout, continues to chase here with the Treants. Pasha turning around to clear these out with a flat cannon, and Solo, he wants to reinitiate, but Sing Sing is there, ready and waiting. So the defense is successful there for the side of Burden United. If we have a look at the fight recap, the buybacks did come out. It was just on the Nature's Prophet there, of course. So they defend the racks, aren't they?
Yeah, it wasn't too bad. I thought for a second, as soon as the double BKB came out, the Necro books were dead on the side of Burden. I was like, uh-oh, this is going to be the beginning of the end, but Solo.
He jukes out the stun. The ball slow will be onto Necroman. Solo heads into the sidelands.
That's not where you run. That was actually the only possible place he could have gone to where they still had vision. If he had just walked anywhere else, like to the right even a little bit, he would have been out of vision again. Well, poor Solo.
Yeah, so Burden United doing a very good job at holding on after that base defense. Oh, Paris, he's going to get caught out by Mag with the Roar, the Necro units. 9 patches there for Glory as well. And that, of course, was a Nature's Prophet that brought back. He'll be off the map for 70 solid seconds now.
Yeah, suddenly game seems a little bit hard. I'm just amazed that Pasha still has maintained such a high level of GPM in comparison to the other heroes in the game. Like the net worth, he's 8,000 ahead of the next person. He's just sitting in a casual 4,000 gold right now, debating on what he wants to buy. I'm guessing it'll be lifesteal, but...
He just goes straight up. Drops down a homing missile on to come with me, and...
I mean, going high ground is still pretty difficult, though. Like, come with me. Because of the fact that his damage goes through BKB, it's a lot harder for the Gyro and the DK to just walk up high ground and be like, yeah, you can't kill us. Because he can still hit you from quite a ways away. I think it's like 740 range with Impetus. Yeah. So... that auto attack range is a lot better than 365, which is Gyros. And even DK is not that long. It's like 500.
Gonna try and get a bit of damage onto the racks. The illusion's getting thrown down from Sing. Vega holding the ground. In comes Solo as well. They've got the full 5-man push here. Still 10 seconds before Paris is back. ASUS going to bounce out between both the Dragon Knight and the Disruptor. Impetus as well. Look at that damage. He pops the BKB. That's not going to save you, no one. And a fair bit of damage coming out from Come With Me. And as you said, the base proving very hard for Vega to break at this point.
Yeah, the Enchantress is the main target from now on. I think Mag will probably focus fire him. Because the thing is, even though Sing is farmed, when the 2 cores of Vega are BKB'd, Sing doesn't do any damage to them. They don't care as long as they can get the kills while their BKBs are active. But the Enchantress can still chunk people pretty easily. So if you just throw out Aurora onto him instead, and you try to go for the burst on the Ench, that's the only hero who deals damage through Magic Immunity right now. And with the Enchantress being dead, I think taking high ground is much, much easier. But still, they get another Roshan here. Okay, that teleport would have been extremely ill-advised if you're Sakshka, thought about going into the pit. And in addition to picking up an Aegis,
He gets tracked up, tries to TP out. There's a roar to the face.
He has buyback. We're good. Everything's fine. This is fine.
Top lane. Paris going for a bit of that rat action. Trying to get this lane pushed in and potentially force back some of the members of Vega as he works his way towards the tier 3. Well, we'll see Vega themselves. They'll look to push. And Paris looks like he doesn't want to commit. Actually backing up from that top lane. A little bit scared because Vega not totally revealing themselves at the moment. Paris doesn't want to continue to push. Wants to try and safely find the rest of that money towards the Cypher Bison. Now comes your buyback from Come With Me on the Enchantress. She needs to be here for this defense. Well, Lars coming down onto no one. Did not get caught by the Maledict. Impetus is flying front to Pasha.
The old double miss.
Good old Butterfly.
Butterfly evasion, too strong. Now they just need a Radiance.
I'm going to TP back here because there's a push coming in from Paris. There's just the Paris Treants. It's enough to force them back that Van Vega don't wish to continue to push against it. They've got to try and make sure that this lane up top is fairly pushed out because there is always the potential for a bit of sneaky action from the Nature's Prophet.
Yeah, I mean, he can potentially backdoor. The tower's almost dead. It's actually, yeah, they can just go deny it whenever they want. But if the Rax is open, then that's 10 times worse for Vega. Like, you obviously want the tower to be alive all the time. But smoke up here from Burden, looking to try to make a play. I don't know if they're going to be able to find anything out of it. Like, Necroman's farm, man. Good God, this guy was mid. He has almost less net worth than the Disruptor. Like, he has just a Bloodstone. Yeah, he's got 2,400 gold, but he can't spend it because he needs to buy back.
And we're going to see at this point, I mean, he's so rich, 9 Pasha. Goes for the old upgraded boots of travel now, so getting himself some flashy shoes there.
Yeah. It's really nice to have with the Beastmaster, because if the Beastmaster finds a pick, you just teleport to him instead of having to teleport to the Hawk, and it's like, yeah, okay, well, we'll just kill whoever you roar, no big deal. Pop BKB, even if it's Enchantress, you can just lay into her with the right-click damage and Magic Immunity. He hits for like 330 damage, and he is a beast right now.
40 to 22 at the moment on the scoreboard. If we have a look at the difference as well, has it kind of swung back a little bit in favour of Burden United on the actual graph? Let's have a look. No, not at all. No, it's steadied out a little bit.
What's the opposite of Gold Swing? Not Gold Swing?
Not Gold Swing.
No.
There's not been much looking up for the side of Burden United. Even with the game stabilising, it's still just favouring the side of Vega by a huge amount. And Now with refreshers picked up on the Mag Beastmaster. Continuing to be pretty impressive with his farm. 38 minutes in, he's looking pretty stacked. And straight towards the mid lane. Here we go. Smoked up and ready to make a jump onto anyone who dares come out. At the moment, it's just Sing Sing throwing out those illusions. Pasha will reveal himself and just farm them up and get the push going on. And Vega, they are there, ready with the counter initiation. But
They
will
do
Burden United fall
have,
for it?
they have double buyback on Burden, so the Lesh and the PL both can buyback.
There we go. Vega reveal themselves. Want to get to work here on these bottom racks. Fortification's going to get forced out. Burden United, Paris throwing down the treants, ready to go with the impetus onto No One. No One, he's been hexed up as well. Deathwall gets dropped by the Minus. Witch Dot, he gets blown up. Refresher raw onto Sing Sing, controlling the PL. Sing Sing will buy back straight away, but they've lost the racks here. And buyback also from Necromant. Sing Sing going straight forward. Looking for No One. No One's got a Dragon Tail. He's trying to find Sing Sing, but he can't. He's out of mana now because of the blades, but he pops the cheese. Now he gets the Dragon Tail onto Sing Sing. Necromant's getting low. That's a dieback from your Leshrac. 9 Pasha will go down, but he's got that Aegis. He's ready for round 2. No One's not, because No One on the Dragon Knight gets taken down. And 9 Pasha is suddenly on his own. Sing Sing should be able to clean this one up with the help of Come With Me and Paris. Come With Me might go down. Oh, yes, he does. Sing Sing will remain alive. Solo's able to find a pick off on to Paris on the Nature's Prophet, but Paris has got buyback available and will use it straight away. So Vega, they have lost the 2 cores, but they force out a buyback on Sing, they force out a buyback on the Nature's Prophet, and they kill, and a buyback on the Leshrac, and they kill him again. Yep. So a lot of killing favoring the side of Vega, and they do get the racks, but they do lose their 2 cores.
That was 4 buybacks.
4 buybacks, that's a lot of buybacks.
They gave away a 5,000 gold exchange to defend their base.
Double damage!
Because they lost 1,500, and Vega gained like 3,300, so close to 5,000 more net worth that is no longer going the way of Burden. I mean, that is such a costly investment, and they still lost their racks anyway. Like, the racks was actually the first thing that died, and then everyone else started dying. If that gyrocopter had gotten 1 more auto attack off, he would have also killed Sing twice. So, I don't know, that was painful. Like, yeah, you defended your base, but the amount of money that you just gave away to Vega, I don't know, man. I don't know if they're going to be able to pull this one back.
Well, Halbert's going to be picked up by the Dragon Knight here as well, and Witch Doctor, bless him, he's had to just settle on the triple brace to build this game.
This is maybe one of the poorest Witch Doctors I've seen in a game at 41 minutes. Even the Enchantress, like, Come With Me was still doing a ton of damage. It's just, he can't really do it on his own, you know? Like, Sing, he got focused down by the Refresher Roar in the last engagement, and then he had to buy back, and then Sakshka had to buy back. Sing's gonna get caught out here.
Oh, they've got the Roar. There will be a TP in from Paris, but it doesn't matter. Sing's already dead, and it looks like Paris might pay with his life as well. He gets Dagon tracked up. He goes down. That's 2 heroes down on the side of Burden without buyback. Minus throws out the cast, bounces between Sun and Pasha. They get a Deathwall down. It's doing a fair bit of damage, but Pasha turns around. Maledict should bring him down. They do kill the Gyrocopter here, but Gyro buys back straight away. He has, of course, got those upgraded boosts. He's going to be able to TP himself straight back into the fight. Solo gets himself out. Will be able to earn up. Seema looking to TP out, but the Emphasis damage is pretty high. It's not high enough. Gets himself out. Minus is very low. Solo's trying to find him, but Solo will go down. Minus stays alive. Double kill for Necroman here on the Leshrac. And the buyback straight away from Solo though on the Bounty Hunter. And we're in a position now where Burden United, they're 2 heroes down, and Sing Sing and Paris down for just under 1 minute.
And they're just barreling down middle lane. They're like, we want to end this game. You know, interestingly enough, this game has lasted almost as long as the rest of the games today combined.
That's a good fact, that. But
this game has lasted 5 minutes longer than the entire first series. And it's only a 42-minute game. Or 43 now, but still.
Well, there might be a comeback, Andy. I'm waiting for it.
All right, comeback Dota, here we go. Oh, and you can't just flip-flop like that. You got to commit.
Yeah. There's no comeback, is there, Andy?
No, there's no comeback.
There's no coming back from that. GG, well played. It's cool. Burden United, they go down again, and all in all, not necessarily bad play from Burden, but impressive stuff from Vega today.
Yeah, I think that Burden, strong. In the second game, you know what this really felt like to me? It felt like a last patch draft.
Okay.
Like, I don't feel like this was... It's not that it was a bad draft, it's just against what Vega had, like that 4th pick Bounty Hunter, I think it was. Was it 4th or 5th pick that they took it? Maybe it was 5th. But the Bounty Hunter just
It was
totally
late on,
dismantled them because Solo was godlike at like 15 minutes into the game. Come With Me got auto-attacked from like 600 range, so Ice Frog apparently didn't fix that. And the rest of the game was just like Dagon, Shuriken Toss, dead supports. And we talked about it during the draft too. It's like these heroes are all super squishy. Like they all can die instantly to what Vega have. And as soon as Solo got even a little bit, he took everything from the side of Burden. And I think his just performance on its own. And that's even saying that Pasha had a great game. Mag had a great game. The DK was maybe the one who struggled the most, but that's just because he was walking at towers, and that's what DK does, right? Like he goes up and he hits them with fireballs and then they die. But still, I really loved Vega's draft. I think that Burden maybe, it wasn't too greedy. I just don't see where the Nature's Prophet fit. That was my biggest problem. Because when you have Prophet and Enchantress, suddenly it's like your laning phase is totally reliant on that Enchantress doing something, and he couldn't do anything. So, I don't know, maybe it was a slight outdraft from Vega.
It was, as we were saying in the draft, a strange pick because it was a final pick Nature's Prophet against the heroes that Vega had, which it was a confident pick. And it didn't pay off, unfortunately, for the side of Burden United. Vega, they take the series 2-0. They're going to be up there on the board, and
I was
well
right.
played to them. Yeah. You were right with your predictions. My predictions as a Sing Sing fanboy, 2-0, it didn't work out. I'm sorry, Sing. I jinxed you. But that's it for that's it for games, Andy. You can go out, you can go to bed.
It's only 10:50.
That's great. I think that's got to be a record here at DreamLeague.
I think this is actually the earliest finish we've ever had.
I think it's, well, I'm going to enjoy tonight, and I hope you do as well, Andy. That's it, ladies and gentlemen, from us at the casting panel. We'll send you over straight to the desk where they'll give you some insight on the games that we've just seen at hand. But from myself and Andy, well, any final words, Draskell, before we see them tomorrow?
Bounty Hunter, good hero.
Bounty Hunter, good hero. Take note, Ice Frog. See you about.